What's up, guys? This is Ninja Unknown Ninja, and I got a video for you today. And basically, this is Destiny confronts Myron on Trump and Elon. I guess surprising answer, basically.
Yeah. If you had to grade this admin for like F is a fail, A is a good job, where would you grade them so far?
Foreign policy?
On everything. Like, just how happy are you?
By the way, this is uploaded by Destiny. But yeah.
I guess with how the Trump admin is going so far. I'm assuming that as of right now, if you could re-vote, you would still vote for Trump over Kamala.
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
I would still vote for him over Kamala. I'd give him a C right now.
Okay.
Like a C minus, depending on the day.
Okay. And then what are you looking for by the end of the 4 years to be like, either I'm glad they finally got this done, this is like they are up to a B or an A, or versus like if they did this, they're like...
Now, real quick, I want you to know something. These two are Gammas. Trump, or Destiny rather, and Myron. Basically, they are both not alphas. They're not betas, they're gammas. Alphas are alphas. Betas are alphas, but can't be alpha because there is already an alpha, but they could be. And that's what a beta is. Right? So there's no shame in that. There can only be one alpha. Right, but there can be unlimited betas, and unlimited betas are just potentially could be alphas, but they're not, right? But what they are is gammas, and a gamma is never has the potential to be an alpha, and that's worse than anything. So
this is too much. Like, fuck them. They didn't get this done or that done.
You know, I'm really open that we can like de-escalate or end the conflict in Russia. Oh, sorry, in Ukraine, and like kind of make some type of diplomacy with Russia. The Middle East is cooked, man. Like it's like we've just like completely enabled and emboldened Israel to conduct a bunch of bullshit. They're gonna attack Iran again. That ceasefire is bullshit. So yeah. The immigration is okay. I think us spending money on going after anti-Semitism is retarded. But yeah, but I like the murder rates are down, which is good. The FBI is actually getting out there and like doing real shit versus sitting around and doing, let's chase terrorists all day. JTTF never does anything, so it's good that they're actually out there doing shit, helping out with the raids. So
debatable.
I think these are all good things. Crime is down in general, but yeah.
Same question to you. Where do you rank this administration?
F minus, obviously.
I knew you'd say that.
Yeah, of course. It's interesting though because like whoever is like the administration, like the side that's in power, like now the Dems are like gonna come at us, right? Like the progressives, like they've been cooking.
So I want you to know what he's doing right now. I get a lot of like whenever I call somebody out, guys, he's trolling. You're clinically insane. Maybe try some meditation. Same. I'm 18 and never dated. Main character energy. I was like, hell yeah, you get it. Well, saying princess, that was on somebody else. We're all commenting on somebody else. They told me to hold. Oh, this guy commented on my post. They told me to. They hold me back to hold the world back. True. That was he's quoting me. You aren't for real. You aren't for real, right? Right? And I was like, I am. Hard stuck silver. You sound paranoid, bro. My comment got hard. You're so mad. You hear what I'm saying? Like, they're always like, oh my god, like bad or negative or blah blah blah. You're just hating it. No, I'm just telling you like it is. Like, for example, if I said, like, for example, if someone's talking to me and they said, hey, you're fat, and I'm like, yeah, I know. I wouldn't. You're talking shit. You're making me. No, it's not. That's what he's doing, right? And they say, oh, what's called conservatives are always giving shit to the Democrats, saying, oh, you're always talking about gays and stuff. But in reality, they're defending them because you're always attacking them. But they want to go and flip it around and make it seem like Democrats are always talking about them, but they're talking about them because you're attacking them. And we're just defending them. You're bringing them up, which is making it a thing, and that's why we're bringing it up. And you're saying that we're making it a thing, you know what I'm saying? That's what's going on, and that's what we're seeing here, is, oh, it's okay for you to, or it's okay for you to break the law, but when you break the law, it's not okay. No, when the Democrats broke the law, there was Democrats crying about it, right? The problem is, now, the Republicans are breaking the law, and you ain't crying about it, and you're crying about us crying about it. That's what's going on, so...
Trump on this Epstein file thing for the days.
But again, that's why they do this, and they want you to follow idiots like gammas like him and Destiny because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, basically. And again, you see he's talking to the host instead of Destiny, basically, when Destiny is the one that made the point, yet he's addressing to the host. You don't do that. It's a debate. This isn't a congressional hearing. You're not making a point. We're making it's a debate, an argument, but he's trying to win over the room versus trying to win the argument. It's just a manipulation tactic. It's all it is bullshit, basically.
Now,
Yeah.
right? So I knew it was
Everybody's
coming.
cooking him on it, right?
Yeah, and then,
It
and
just
then
seems-
when Iran, they came at us again. Like,
I mean, this was the guy who said no new wars,
I know.
over again, right?
I knew you were gonna fucking.
Sure.
And yeah, see, he keeps on turning to the host. Like, I know you're gonna bring it. I know you're gonna bring it. I know you. Duh. It was a
I mean, I
thing.
think the Eric Adams
dumbass.
stuff in New York that's just
Oh, he
unbelievable.
was cooked as soon as he took money from the Turks.
Well, I'm saying the fact that the Trump admin basically blackmailed him, and they're like open about it too. We're like, we're gonna delay all the
Oh yeah.
prosecution until after the
Oh, they
election.
pardoned him, dude. They pardoned him.
But it was the pardon with prejudice only came because that's the only thing the judge would approve. Because he's
Yeah.
like, we're not going to do this,
Yeah.
without prejudice. You can pursue it again.
Basically,
win the election.
allow the ICE race to happen. Don't give us a hard time in New York
That's
City.
insane. All of the
I
Yeah.
agree with that. I
I
think that was called.
You see his eyes. He's looking to the host. He's not trying to change Jesse's mind. He's just trying to win the group.
That was stupid. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why the U.S. attorney.
There's a saying, man is dumb, or man is smart. Men are stupid, basically.
resigned for that shit.
a lot of
Same thing for women, too.
them resigned.
Yeah.
A lot
She was like, I don't want to be involved in this.
By the way, this is something a kid didn't know back then and didn't understand back then when I went to school. My argument was that man includes woman. You're still a man. It's just you're a wo as well. So if anything, you have more than us, basically. And so, like, whenever somebody says man, that includes woman. It's just that when they say wo, that includes only women because men don't have a wo. You know what I'm saying? But because psychology took over, you wanted what men had because you're sheep and you wanted it because you're sheep. Instead of making your own, like the WNBA, for example, and instead of owning and making it big, you don't want to do the work. You just want the money. You want the power that comes with it. That's what you want. You don't want the support. You want the support or the sport influences and the influence it has. But yeah.
Yeah. The writing executive orders targeting people. I think you want to talk about lawfare. I think that the legal stuff has been insane. Trying to sue like Seltzer because he's not happy with the Iowa polls. All of the weird lawsuits. Like I used to argue against conservatives all the time. I'm like, it's not your First Amendment right to be on social media. Now Trump is like getting all these settlements from his friends who are like, oh, because he's suing like Twitter for banning him because he's saying that violated my First Amendment right.
It's because they were colluding with the government to ban him.
That's not what they were alleging in the civil cases. They were just saying that like his First Amendment right was violated, and that's why they banned him. And so they were like, and he
And
got payouts. He got settlements from like 6 different big companies over dumb shit like.
Destiny looked at the host, but that was more of like, you hear me? Like, I'm talking to Myron here, Myron, but like Myron's talking to the host, and then kind of like, you see what we're saying? That's kind of what he's saying or doing, but Destiny's like talking to him, and he's like, you see what I'm saying? So you understand, like, it's different. It is.
Was it ABC or NBC where the guy was like, he raised.
I know he signed the executive order basically like the government can't collude with social media companies to censor U.S. citizens.
Sure, I guess. Although that never happened, but.
Yeah, I mean he signed it. That doesn't mean it's passed, but
No, I know. No, I'm saying that the collusion with the social media companies, with the FBI and all that shit, never really happened. Like none of the Twitter files showed that.
no, I wasn't referring to that.
Sure,
I was
So he basically is backpedaling to the point where he's like, oh, it was never discussion. It's just that I wanted to assert my point and make it to where now you're doubting it, but now I want to have you doubt it and me to never have to defend myself. But you're still doubting it. And now you have that doubt, so that next time we meet and I talk about it, you're like, oh, I heard that before, so that must be true. But you backpedaled, and this part you don't remember. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not there to remember when you backpedaled. He's not there to remind you. So you're like, what was that? Oh, yeah, I remember that. You're right. Yeah, you're right. You go ahead. Yeah, you win. That's how the Republican Party has been winning thus far. So
I was referring to him signing the executive order in general.
Sure. Trying to get rid of birthright citizenship.
in general. Oh, I'm just trying to make it in general. No, Justin, he's not. You say why? You know what I'm saying? Why? Why are you trying? What does that matter? Oh well, exactly. You're just trying to make it a fucking point to make it a contestation, to disrupt the audience. That's the problem. It's divided and conquer, right? That's all it is. It's trying to divide. Just divide, divide, divide. And then you try to put it back together, but the division's there. Thank you, Martin.
Through executive order is crazy, I think.
Yeah, I don't even know because
I think
Again, always always I get I have to speak before you. I gotta stop you from making your point because I need to go and poison the well before the well gets established. Because the second it gets established, I can't change it then. But if I poison the well before it's established, then it's never planted. And the next time we meet and I bring this up, there's no well there. So I can easily persuade them into bullshit because there's no established ground, and that's why he's cutting them off. But yeah,
I was keeping up with that, but I didn't like. I don't know where it's at right now.
that's gonna be litigated.
I know a judge. I know a judge like tried to block it. The last I read.
Yeah, that block went away. So now basically there will be no more birth by soil for until the courts figure it out, which could be 5 or 10 years. So who knows?
Wow.
All the things with the tariffs and the trade deals that aren't material.
but again, that if you were a UFC fighter coach, you would give Myron 70 points there, and Desi gets maybe 30, right? 70-30, like out of 100%. But if we'd use that scorecard, Myron would get the 10, and Desi would get like 8, basically 10-8. And the reason why is though Destiny was the one who was right, he just kind of slipped it in as opposed to establishing it. He slipped it in, and Myron established doubt, basically. And again, that's why the game's rigged.
Realizing I think it's been a fucking disaster. Blowing up a relationship with.
I think the tariffs idea is good if implemented properly, but the problem is that they just
Again, like you see what I'm saying? Like you see what's going on here?
That aren't materializing. I think it's been a fucking disaster. Blowing up a relationship with.
I think the tariffs idea is good if implemented properly, but the problem is that they just winged it, dude. Like that's the issue. Like
And especially like it's too many contrary positions. Like if you want to fight with China because you think that's our number one enemy, fine. But then that has to coincide with the strengthening of our relationship with Canada and Mexico. We can't be fighting with everybody at the same time.
yeah. Well, the other thing too is like, and I know this. I forget where I read this, but like when he first announced the tariffs, a bunch of companies said, hey, we want to have a meeting with Trump at the White House. They showed up.
They want to get reprieve.
Hey, we will go ahead if you're serious about this shit. We'll bring trade back here and we'll start bringing factories, but we need you to commit to this for like the whole time you're here.
Years at least,
like yeah. And they couldn't give him a commitment, so it was like, oh my god. So like, what is going on with these tariffs? Is this more of a negotiation tool versus like actually trying to bring trade back? Because like if you're gonna do the tariffs, you got to do it right. And the thing is that they just winged it, dude. I think if you do it properly, it absolutely can work.
Maybe.
He is not allowing like conspiracy or shadow doubt to enter his mind, and that's the problem with Myron. Basically, he's like, I will never see Daddy as doing me wrong, despite Daddy doing you wrong and constantly doing you wrong. You'll never take it as such. And the reason why is because you're so busy hating on Democrats and liberals and shit that you don't see Trump doing all this bad shit and his Trojan horse conspiracy bullshit, blah, blah, blah.
Maybe. But then
But the other thing too, also that's like a big red pill that people don't know is like you can't be a huge consumer, but then also become a huge producer. Because if you're a huge consumer, well, if you produce it, and you have the reserve currency, it's too expensive to produce it. Does that make sense? You have to ship it off to other places so you can continue to consume at the rate that you consume.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it's complicated because there are benefits to that.
It's tripping dilemma is what it's called. Basically, you have reserve currency, you're always gonna have trade deficit.
But there's a benefit to that as well, and that we can fund a lot of our government without having to do like exorbitant interest.
So,
Tripping dilemma. That makes sense. You have to ship it off to other places so you can continue to consume at the rate that you consume.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it's complicated because there are benefits to that.
It's tripping dilemma is what it's called.
he is basically again establishing ground, and this is why he is considered more alpha than Destiny, despite the fact they're both actually gammas. It's just that he looks more alpha because he's more of a douchebag than Destiny, and that's what you're mixing up with alpha. Is you think, oh, he's alpha because he's actually a douchebag. There's a thin line between bravery and stupidity. He's being stupid right now. Alphas are brave. There's a difference.
Basically, you have reserve currency, you're always gonna have trade deficit.
But there's a benefit to that as well, and that we can fund a lot of our government without having to do like exorbitant interest rates, because there's always going to be people who want to buy treasury bonds and shit because everybody's holding USD. So
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
That's
why Japan started selling their shit, and we were like, they had to back off on the tariffs. Yeah.
I can joke, and Myron can joke on Twitter because we're just random retweets on Twitter. The president joking about like invading Greenland and invading Panama and Canada's 51st state, like that's really spooky shit to hear from a guy who is otherwise also like very fucking unhinged. So I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of not great shit, I would say.
Yeah. No, it could again. I don't know where the fuck that shit came from, but I think that a little bit of Elon in his ear or whatever.
And like being really obsessed with the South Africa shit for like.
No, a little bit Elon. No, that's the thing is there is people in his ear. That's the problem. Trump isn't the president. He's just a Trojan horse. He is a vessel for everybody else, and that included at the time Elon Musk. They gave him power, they gave him authority to use. They utilized Elon Musk basically. They used him, and they manipulated him, and they exploited him. Like, I don't blame Elon for doing what he did. It's that everyone else fucked him over. He kind of reminds me of me, to be honest with you. As far as like my friend's circle back then, like we had a corrupt individual there as well. His name started with the letter M, but basically because of him, there was a girl there that would have been a perfect wife for me, and she had a perfect life with me. But he was a douchebag and he was talking his shit behind my back, so everyone thought ill of me. And they never seen the truth, much like what's going on on YouTube right now, where I go and point something out, and there's a bunch of people that are like, "Oh, you're stupid, you're wrong," and if you want, you can go back and read these. But yeah, basically it's just bullshit. But yeah, there's a lot of haters. So, and they consider me saying facts as hate, but them hating as just stating facts. So it's pretty funny. But yeah.
1 week because Elon was probably talking about the white genocide stuff. And
Yeah. Well, he needed to pivot after the H-1B visa debacle.
Sure.
He needed to pivot after that. What's your thoughts on Elon?
I think he's one of the dumbest motherfuckers I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't know if the ketamine like drilled a hole in his prefrontal cortex and he's like a 85 IQ and dropping every day. But
I hate to say that I agree with you on that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's interesting. Like, if you look at older videos of his.
Elon pissed me off, bro. Like, big time, like fucking. Go ahead. I'll give my grievances after.
No, like if you look at older videos of his, it seems like he's like he doesn't talk as like eloquently. But I don't know how to explain this to people. There's a way when somebody's speaking, even if they're like a little autistic, like they're searching for words because they understand the concepts and what they're talking about. And now Elon is just like it sounds like a meme, but it says something. If I were to lie to you, okay, about my gym numbers, okay, if I were to
What gym
my gym numbers, if I were to tell you, like, listen,
You go to the gym though?
what? Sometimes. If I were to tell you like 3 months ago, okay,
So the exchange, that's the sheep influence, basically. That's what you're trying to repress. We're talking about leadership here. This is where red and blue need to calm down and the white needs to step up, because I'm making decisions for everybody now. So you can't be red or blue. But here he's trying to be red or blue or alpha or Jim Bro or whatever, and he's trying to steer the discussion more towards that. And Destiny held, and he's like the stick in the mud, or oh, you're for the parties, oh, blah, blah. That's what the shit talk goes on, and blah blah blah. And that's where convos get fucked up in IRL, because again, like I have YouTube comments right now of people hating it and just give me bullshit left and right. And very few, they exist, but very few. This person was like, "Oh, main character energy," and I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" Like, 'cause that's what it is. I am the main character. A lot of these animes, like One Punch, is literally the story of me. My whole life, I grew up with pillows on my hands. Like people have boxing gloves, or they have like something of that nature, like that, right? I had pillows on my hands. I didn't know, and so all my fights were even. Basically, all of them are even, right? But now I took them off, and I'm blowing half of the planet up, basically, because I'm punching them, and they're not even fucking close because of that. So, anyways,
you know, I could put up like for one rep 225, okay?
Yeah.
It's
I'd be like, no way.
maybe, but like it's a
Picture it didn't happen.
Sure, but if I were to tell you I was doing 405,
Yeah.
not, like it doesn't just say that I'm lying. It says I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
When Elon Musk paid somebody to boost his Path of Exile account, whatever.
Oh yeah.
But when he
That's what him and Oscar were fighting about, right?
Who? Oh, Asmongold, yeah.
It was him and
but
Oscar
when he
fighting.
streamed it, and then he started talking through his gear, and it's like, not only are you like, sure, you pay.
and again, like you're noticing, like I'm constantly trying to steer the convo right when I'm trying to make a point, but he's constantly trying to diminish the point. It's like, can you fucking focus, you fucking monkey, dude? Like Christ.
Pay somebody boost, whatever. But you think that you
But again, this is why they want you to believe that he's the alpha, because he don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
can lie about that in front of a bunch of nerd gamers who are grinding 18 hours a day on this? Like, it says something about your mind to be that
see what you're
fucking
saying.
arrogant and
Yeah.
stupid. And yeah.
Well-
Like this America First Party, I don't think Elon realizes. Elon
No. So Destiny doesn't know and doesn't realize or understand is that it's not so much that he's arrogant and stupid. It's literally he doesn't know, and he's not paying attention. Basically, that's it. Elon's not dumb. It's just that in that field he was. You know what I'm saying?
all of his political clout was on loan from Trump.
Yes.
Without Trump, this America First Party is literally going nowhere.
It's cooked, and that's why he's trying to siphon off. I don't know if you noticed with Thomas Massey, because Thomas Massey has like a very
Was it on the Iran stuff that he was mad on Trump on?
No, the big beautiful bill.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I was explaining to you, like, I see why he's mad, because literally Tesla stock dumped. You know, most people that drive EV cars are Democrats and conservatives. Sorry, progressives. You know, conservatives. Most of us think like, you know, EV, what the fuck, like environment.
Regardless of size, most business leaders like getting into politics is not good for business.
It's not.
Sure, it's not, no matter what. Yeah.
It's terrible. So like he lost billions of dollars in net worth to support hundreds. Yeah, like literally to support Trump. And then he passes this bill. He's like, dude, what the fuck? I put all this work in, and you're just like undoing it with this bill. So obviously I can see why he's mad. But yes, I see your position where, dude, when you have money like him and whatever he has, fuck you money, like no one ever tells him no. So like you were saying, like the degree of mindset you have to like lie about something so fucking trivial says that you literally probably think you're a god and you're a weirdo. But dude, that's all these idiots. Peter Thiel, Alex Karp, whatever. Anytime I hear these tech guys talk, they're fucking weirdos. They speak in a strange manner. Nothing makes sense. They don't say anything.
Something from that soccer world was weird.
Dude,
That's what's going on now. It's called a bias. Basically, your judgment is clouded because they aren't saying what you want to hear, and thus you're not listening and you're not being fair. Basically, that's what's going on now.
I didn't know if like I was either getting like arrogant or I
just listen to Alex Karp talk.
I don't think I've listened to him talk, but I listen to a lot of the crypto guys talk.
Painful, dude.
But I
listen
listen to like
anything.
Okay, I listened to 10 minutes of Bezos on Lex because I'm like, are all these guys fucking retarded? Bezos knows his shit. That sounds like a guy who like did shit in his life. I'm like,
okay,
this guy seems like he understands something. Listening to all of the who's the one guy? He looks like fucking Notch, the Minecraft maker.
Peter Thiel.
Right.
I'm like, okay, this guy seems like he understands something. Listen.
Destiny, listen to him and say, holy shit, you know what you're talking about. Other guy across the desk is like, he don't know what the fuck he's talking about. No, it's you don't know what he's talking about. And he sounds crazy because he's so far ahead of you that you don't get it. This happened in Destiny's channel. If you actually go to a video of mine, I get banned by Destiny's mods basically because I say something that was like 10 chapters ahead, basically, and they didn't get it, and so they banned me. So
listening to all of the who's the one guy? He looks like fucking Notch, the Minecraft maker.
Peter Thiel, retard.
There's another Mark Andreessen or whatever. Yeah, these guys are all like, and like they talk like they think that. Yeah. It's like when you meet some kid who's like, oh, I've got like net worth $5 million and I'm 25 and I can coach you on like finance. Like, oh wow, how'd you make your money? And it's like, I bought Bitcoin and forgot about it. And
yeah.
Like, bro, you got lucky.
Yeah.
Cash that shit out. Shut the fuck up and go be happy that you got lucky as fuck. You don't know anything.
That's the world. That right there is the world.
Make your money. They think that. Yeah. It's like when you meet some kid who's like.
Okay, listen to what he's about to say. This is literally called fake it till you make it. Liars, the people on stage, they're gammas. They're not alphas. They're not betas. They're gammas. Because they made their money the same fucking way, essentially. They got lucky and they think they know, but they don't. Watch.
It's like, oh, I've got like net worth $5 million and I'm 25 and I can coach you on like finance. Like, oh wow, how'd you make your money? And it's like, I bought Bitcoin and forgot about it. And
Yeah.
Like, bro, you got lucky.
Yeah.
Cash that shit out. Shut the fuck up and go be happy that you got lucky as fuck because you don't know anything about what you're talking about. And like, yeah.
Right. Fake it to make it. That's literally the problem. Like, that was his name. Russell Peters. Look up Russell Peters. What they call the stairs that are electric and they move. I forgot what the word is for the stairs that move by themselves. But basically, watch that bit, and it's basically the same thing. It's just people talk like they know, but they have no clue. Much like Myron, much like Destiny. You're talking like you know, but you don't. Much like the Quanti, there's a video I voted recently of Quanti, Tyler 1 Grubby, for example. Like, you people don't know, but you're acting like you know. And the reason why you're doing well is because there's people that are rich, they're paying to sponsor you, basically, and to promote you and to make you bigger than you actually would be. And that's kind of what it is. It's rinse and repeat. The next wave of kids. Who is closest to selling out? Let's back him up and boost him and have him sell my image. And that's why Bernie Sanders gets shut down and why I get shut down. It's because we tell you the truth. We know the facts. Right? I always say this. There's a reason why Bernie Sanders cannot fill a chat room, but he can fill a stadium. Basically, because they control the system. The system is rigged. It's like propaganda. Like mentioned World War One, World War Two. They used to fly pamphlets over cities and shit because they would just drop info. America's coming. Lock your doors. Stay inside. Help soldiers, and so forth and so on. You know what I'm saying? America's coming. Be safe. That was a thing once upon a time, and people forgot. And that's what's going on. And again, cart before the horse. People saying, "Oh, math is real, an inch is real, a mile is real, a kilogram is real." or dimensions, like the first dimension, second dimension, and third dimension, as far as like first perspective, first person, second person, third person, like you're acting like they're actually things, but they're concepts. They're just way we explain things, but they're not actually things. Like that perspective is not actually a thing. It's a concept, right? Like that's the third person perspective. It's not really in video games. That's impossible, right? If you have a camera, what you're doing is you're third personing it, but through a camera. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason for it. It doesn't just happen. World of Warcraft, you basically exist in that third person perspective, and there is no camera, right? And basically, that perspective happens, and you are the camera, and you are a camera, but there is no camera. You know what I mean? Like, there's no camera. It's just you're there, like a camera would be if there was a camera there. That's what you are, right? And you're looking at the character and the world, and people think that it's real. It's not, but
Yeah, the whole tech world feels like that sometimes.
Yeah, and it's even worse because they can't even talk properly to like make you think that they're intelligent. They're retarded. It's a bunch of word salad. So
To him, again, he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's stupid, and he is egotistical, and he thinks like he's what's it called? He thinks that his understanding is like, for example, if we were to go back in time. And he was a leading scientist, then we would still think the Earth was the center of the universe. You know what I'm saying? Because he's egotistical, basically. So
you don't have any of the charisma either, which is the thing they're not realizing. Again, Elon Musk is a weirdo. Like, that's a guy that conservatives will not like without Trump.
Did you see him at the event where he pulled out the chainsaw? I said, "The chainsaw's a bureaucracy." And I was like, "This guy's so
Was
fucking."
that the same one where he had the sunglasses on?
Yes.
He was high as fuck for
Dude,
that.
yeah, dude, like, and he couldn't get people like you probably know this. He couldn't get a clearance for a long time. Like, he couldn't get a clearance because he does drugs.
Kind of right.
I feel like the cringiest thing I ever had somebody point out to me. You know that jump he used to do all the time, right? When he would jump on stage.
Oh yeah, with and his belly hangs out and shit.
Do you know why he does that fucking jump?
Why?
He's making a fucking X.
Oh my god.
And if you go and look at picture after picture, I'm like, oh
Wait,
my
how do you
god.
know that?
Somebody emailed me like, bro, look at like there's like 10 pictures. He's trying to make the X when he jumps, and I'm like, oh, fuck, that's why he looks so fucking goofy. But his kid, that one with the weird name, he calls him X. That was the first letter. He bought an X domain in like '97, and he renamed Twitter X and SpaceX, and he's like a retard. He's like an actual retard.
Yeah, just one of these like people that like thinks they're God, dude. Like, you know what I mean?
I was talking to Joe Rogan on More Gamer Shit. He's like, yeah, pro gamers should like everybody that does surgery should learn how to play pro games because they have he said they have a 20 millisecond reaction time, and it's like reaction time for humans is like I think 120 is the theoretical max because that's how long it takes for the ion channels to trip with 10, 20 milliseconds. Like to even say that you've never played a game in your life, it's impossible to react to anything. He's just so.
He'll talk about things that he doesn't know about in an authoritative manner, and then anyone that actually knows what the fuck they're talking about, like, what the hell is this guy talking about? But
that's the problem with the world.
It's so nuanced that only a small group of people know about it to call him out on it. And then if you do call him out on it, you're like, oh.
Right, and that's why I got a series called Calling You Out, because that's what I do. And people call that hatred. But reality is I know I'm calling people out who don't know. Oh my god.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
But then now it's because he jumped into so many different topics. When he was talking about Twitter, he's like, yeah, some actual software dev hopped on. And he was like, we need to redo the whole Twitter stack. And I was like, what do you mean when he said this? Like, we need to redo all of it. And the guy's like, what part of it don't you like? And he's like, well, you know, the whole thing. He's like, walk me through it top to bottom, Elon. And he's like, get this asshole out of the call. You know what he's talking about.
Just need to do a total rewrite of the whole thing.
Wait, seriously, a total rewrite. That's your prediction for velocity.
Yeah.
Well, when you say a total rewrite, do you mean starting with the skeleton, or a bunch of engineers sit down with a whiteboard and say, what is Twitter? Revolution or reform?
I just mean like literally like this like you can either try to amend the crazy stack that exists or rewrite it.
But when you say crazy stack, what do you mean? Like break it down.
Have you seen George's like diagram?
Hey, fake.
No. I mean like, what do you mean by crazy? No. Crazy stack. Come on, buddy. Come on.
Who are you?
What do you mean? Who am I? I don't know. You gave me the fucking mic. I got no.
I didn't
clue.
give you
Whoa, I'm doing the mic, and let's keep it civil in my space.
I mean, yeah.
Like what? No, man. You're in charge of the servers and the programming, whatever. Like what is the stack?
Keep
Elon?
things
Come on,
technical
man.
in my space, please.
Take me from top to bottom. What does the stack look like right now? What's so crazy about it? What's so abnormal about this stack versus every other large-scale system on the?
That guy is basically me, essentially. You understand? Like, what I am is a mindset, the alpha mindset. There is me under this. You just don't meet it. I don't wear me on my sleeve, right? I don't care what you think of me anymore, right? You make fun of my vision, make fun of my weight, talk shit about this or that, or fuck all that Hollywood shit. I guarantee I look better than you in the morning, or like 20 years from now when you look like shit, I only look better. You know what I'm saying? Because after what I've been through, the fact that I can still present myself the way I do, that's something else. Anyways.
Planet, buddy. Come on. Give it to me.
All right. So first off,
Amazing. Wow, you're a jackass.
I don't know why he keeps like having him on. Like he's just fucking yeah. But yeah, he's a fraud, dude. Like Greg Reese like did a whole thing on him, like exposing like everything that he did is like other people did the work and just comes in and takes credit for it.
Have you seen
Yep.
the videos of some people and like
That's pretty standard, basically. The guy that invented MySpace or Apple, for example, that's what Bill Burr says about the guy who invented Apple, the first guy that, I want a book, I want on a phone, get on it. That's all he said. Like, look at it. Look
like
at
these
it.
self-driving cars where they like stop in the middle of the intersection. It's like, oh, I guess we have to get out now because they I think it was in Austin. They started trying the Tesla self-driving.
Oh yes, yeah. That's fucking retarded, man. Yeah, everything is cooked. But like again, as critical as I am of him, I know why he has a right to be pissed off with the whole Trump thing, like with the big beautiful bill, because like he put all this time and money into Doge, didn't get paid for it, lost hundreds of billions of dollars in net worth, and boom, like nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
Really nothing to show for it. Investors all pissed off.
As far as self-driving cars, that should be technology everyone has, and it's not something you pay to use. It's just something we all have, but because they're greedy, they want to be taken care of. And sure, to some degree that's fine, but the fact that they want more and more and more, that's the problem.
Off. You got to go back to work and work a full work week, like.
Or for example, I hire somebody to do something and they want a piece, and then they hire somebody, they want a piece, and they keep on hiring, keep on wanting more. Eventually, everyone wants to fuck around and do nothing, and they want everyone else to pay for it. So like it has, and that's what's going on, and why America sucks, and why it costs $1 million for headache medicine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, cool.
I know you mentioned video games.
Or
You guys
blood
disagree
pressure
strongly on video
medication.
games. Last time you came on the show, you said you got to make 100K a year to start playing video games as a man.
Yeah, I don't think a guy should even bother with playing video games unless you're making 6 figures a year. Because like you're not making 6 figures a year, and you have too much free time. You need to make at least 6 figures before you play any video games.
So real quick here, I did watch this, and the program I used to record what I was saying fucked up, but basically, what I believe Myron was saying here or pertaining to or whatever is committing to video games. But the same thing is true for dating. The same is true for relationships. The same is true for everything. Even going to the gym, like you're wasting your time unless you commit to some point, right? It's okay to fuck around. It's okay to mix and mingle. It's okay to try it, but to commit and not really commit, like that's not good. You know what I'm saying?
Do you agree with that?
No, I think you should like life has to be a balance. Some people are designed to fucking grind.
Life has a balance. That's correct.
I remember the first time I went to the fucking Fresh and Fit studio. This fucking autistic research. He's walking around like every camera adjusting everything. And I'm like, he's got like the grind. Like this guy will stay up like 16 hours a day learning whatever he needs. But for a lot of people, you need like a little bit of free time. And the problem with gaming is it's a thing that's easy to overindulge in.
Right.
And like if you are
The little sluts in the background need to leave. That's getting fucking annoying. Like I don't know why the fuck they have those camera whores in the back.
like if you're playing, like 8 hours a day and you're doing whatever.
And that's the problem because it's a slippery slope, dude. Like they don't have the discipline to go out and work. So like, do you think they have the discipline? Like, oh, I've been playing for like 20 hours. Let me like get up and do something. It's like, no, make the money first, learn the discipline there. Then like you go to play video games.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a bit. Well, this will actually add to your argument here. Like the reason why so many guys like struggle with women is because they're fucking losers. Like let's be honest here. Like
They don't know what is expected of them because they have stupid gammas like you pretending to be alphas, but you don't know what the fuck is going on. You don't know the hardship that is entwined, and you're born with a silver spoon in your mouth, and you think that what you did is the minimum, but you understand that you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth, so the hardship is unknown to you. You know what I'm saying?
they're not achieving what they need to achieve. And again, though I'm critical of feminism and women being hoes and everything else like that,
And women being hoes is bad, by the way.
a big part of it is like, well, I gotta make my own money because a lot of guys are fucking losers. So
Sure.
that's why, because dudes are lazy.
Yeah.
So
And it's hard.
Dudes are lazy, but why are they lazy? You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. Like that, it's that understanding that a psychologist would do. That like you can't make it just, oh, this is how you win League of Legends. No, there's a lot more to it than that. That's why I'm a valuable coach when it comes to learning and shit. So.
Nowadays, like we don't talk about it as much, but when it comes to technology, like the issue today is like you are competing at this show, everything else, you are competing with everything else in the world at all points in time because of the phone, right? Everything you do, you have to be able to capture somebody's attention away from a game, from a phone, from whatever else, and it's hard.
So right here, I hated the fact that he brought up the phone on my video, or on the video before. I wish he didn't fuck up, but basically I said something to the degree that I'm not, like, if your kid can't pay attention, that's not my problem. That's your kid's problem. And for your kid to have ADD and to be paying attention to his phone, That's you as a parent have failed. Basically, that has nothing to do with society, right? Um, and to put government or whatever in place of parenting, that's not good, because back in the day you either did like, for example, I hated school because you needed to pay attention. The problem was it was with everything. Even if you were ahead, you had to wait until everybody else caught up, even if you're ahead of the class, right? And so that slows you down. I should have been put into a gifted class, or more hands-on class, or something along those lines. But the point is, like, nowadays, like, a lot of, like, school has to be revamped 100%, because a lot of lessons can be done by chat gpt. A lot of the old methods and old ways don't work because chat gpt, things along those lines, and that fill you in, and things that you used to need to know, you don't need to know anymore. You know what I'm saying? School needs to be revamped. But because the thing about school is it needs to teach you the basics and the fundamentals, but also it needs to teach you what the demands are of society, so that people can fulfill those demands of society, and society can go forward and keep going up. But what happened now is they want you to be a basic factory worker so they can make money off of you. And that's what the world is. That's what China is. That's what Korea is. That's what Japan is. Basically, it's that kind of greedy, kind of like, oh, well, fuck you, I want to be king, and I'm going to hold you back so I can be in charge. And anybody who's like Bernie Sanders or myself, for example, and that's why you had the Bernie blackout, because they don't want you to know. They want you to be stupid. They want you to walk off cliff. They want you to drive off a cliff. They want you to waste your life and to end your life and to be stupid. And again, it's because they want to stay in power. They want to stay in control, and it's the job of the school to teach you, right? But it's the job of the parent to teach the kid to pay attention, right? And if that kid is beyond, it's the school's job to recognize that the kid's beyond. Or they should at least let the parents know, so the parents can then take action. You know what I'm saying? So something has to happen, and there has to be some what's it called, input for output, and some kind of response, and blah blah blah. It doesn't matter what it is. There has to be something, right? And I will say, for like, a lot of kids that I grew up with were fucking basically doomed to be a factory worker for the rest of their life, because the school system basically it robbed you of your intelligence and made you a slave, basically. The only reason why I graduated was because I was a student of success, and because I had shit like that as part of my life, basically, right? I remember growing up, there's girls that were like, they regretted everything that they did, and they wished that they got with people like me, basically. And they realized that I shouldn't have been following these people who were puffing their chest full of air. I should have got with the guys that are more quiet and real, basically. I should have known better, but because I was stupid, young, and naive, and ignorant, and dumb, I didn't, basically. You know what I'm saying? And it's your job as a parent to teach a kid to know better, basically, to be informed, to be like, to be perspective, to be knowledgeable, to be aware, to, anyways. But the point is, if your kid can't pay attention, that's your fault. So, anyways.
Hard without, you have to discipline yourself at an early age to not be sucked into that, because video games are designed, it's like gambling almost, like it's optimally designed to
And they're worse
time.
Games and video games and gambling are not the same.
Oh wait,
they're way worse
like
now.
like a Call of Duty game, and it's like
They can be. Some can be. Like Super Mario, no, not really. Like, you want to play it, but it's okay. Whereas, like, gambling, you have to play it. Like, you have to. You get this demand, this need. Like, I might be able to make money. There's like there's a difference between, like, I'm addicted to it like weed, and I'm addicted to it like heroin. Like, there's a difference.
just got 47 experience towards this gun, and I got 27 battle points towards my past, and I got 48 things through here, and I got to queue up to the next fucking game, and it's like, yeah.
I'm playing Marvel vs. Rivals. Like,
Then you're too deep. But that's not just saying, oh, I'm addicted to gaming. You're addicted to the complexity of deep gaming, basically. That's what you're addicted to, but not gaming. You know what I'm saying? So
like, you know, I can see why people get addicted to it or whatever.
Yeah.
But I always play it like after I'm done streaming and everything, and I'll play it on stream, so it's like makes sense.
Sure.
So like I put like these set up like little things here to make sure.
he found a way to make it work according to his standards. Good job, well done. But that's not everyone's standards.
Fuck myself up.
Yeah, you guys monetize it when you play video games.
Gamma.
Yeah, I do it. Yeah, like if I'm
But
gonna play.
like I view games are kind of like drugs. I think drugs are like good like it's like a
Gamma.
recreational like enhancement thing. But if it becomes like
Gamma.
habitual, it's not good. Like I don't think there's anything bad about it. You don't smoke weed on the
Gamma.
weekend or if you're hanging out with friends, whatever. That's one thing. But if you're doing something recreational like enhancement thing, but if it becomes like habitual, it's not good. Like I don't think there's anything bad about it.
Hey, look at, notice he's looking at the camera, because I'm talking to you, is what he's doing. I'm talking to you kids watching me. I'm talking to everyone out there and blah, blah, blah. When he talks about this, he's talking directly to you, the people that are watching and listening.
You want to smoke weed on the weekend or if you're hanging out with friends, whatever. That's one thing. But if you're doing something every single day and it's like part of your routine, I can get really scary. I think. Yeah.
So let me ask you this: what are your views on like feminism now?
Right.
Probably
General.
the same as they were before, except I hate women a little bit more now. So.
You
All
want
I say is when I hook up with a chick, I'd be like, do you vote Trump or
Would
something
you
else?
agree that women?
And if-
See, he's out beta. His response.
before, except I hate women a little bit more now. So.
You
All I
want
say is when
Look. Like that's in the head. But him like, like,
I hook up with a chick, I'd be like, do you vote Trump or something
Would you
else?
agree that women
And
suck
if
at
they
most?
vote- if they
Would
vote
you
for
Trump
Trump,
women suck at most things then?
the women suck at most things. I probably would, but I don't say men suck at most things. So you know.
Okay, well, I think women suck at most things. And give you credit. All the girls that try to do what you do, they suck at what they suck.
When I hang out with progressive women, usually they like the fact that I'm more aggressive or masculine coded or whatever my demeanor. When I hang out with conservative women, though, they're like, I like somebody who's not like a fucking loser because like conservative guys will say like all these women are sluts and hoes and shit. But it's like if you're a conservative woman and you walk into an area and you're like, okay, well, where are all these like good conservative men who are working hard, saving themselves, like doing all this other shit? You can't find them either. So like everybody's, we all deserve each other.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, well, it's a fine because a lot of guys
not really.
like, you know, subscribe to the whole, you know, feminist ideology, egalitarianism, whatever. So I think that's a big problem for women because on one end they want to be strong and independent and be their own woman, but at the same time, it's like, well, I want a guy that's going to have conservative values, and like, unfortunately, the two are difficult to mesh together. Because like,
That's the problem. That's why they want women to feel independent, is so that they have broken families, because they grow up feeling they want to be independent, but they get older and realize, oh, I'm actually dependent, but I never learned to accept that, and now there's no one available because it's too late, and that's the whole point. They want to ruin relationships.
a guy that's conservative, that's more traditional, typically is going to want a girl that's more, you know, independent and, you know, believing in feminism and
Maybe if
egalitarianism.
the Orthodox APAC people buy out the whole government, they can push us towards a more traditional lifestyle.
Well, they won't accept any of us. We're all goyim to them. Like they're
On.
traditional, typically is going to want a girl that's more, you know, independent and, you know, believing in feminism and
Maybe if
egalitarianism.
the Orthodox APAC people buy out the whole government, they can push us towards a more traditional lifestyle.
Well, they won't accept any of us. We're all goyim to them. Like they're gonna be like, we got to end them all. So it
So
is what
Mike,
it is.
could you be with a liberal, and Destiny, can you be with a conservative, dating wise?
Like a real relationship or just
Real relationship.
nah?
Is it a
Like,
deal breaker for you?
I wouldn't be able to because like she would think she's equal to me, and I have to remind her all the time that she's inferior.
It really depends on like
I'm
where.
that Destiny's more red pill a lot of women though. This is fucking like you don't understand how excited I am.
It really depends on like I think on where the disagreements are. Like I think there are some things that you can get over, and there are some things that you probably can't. Like if you got somebody who's genuinely like massively pro trans with somebody who's like massively like super racist or something. I don't know. Like these people are probably not going to get along meaningfully. And then it depends on how far you go in the relationship too. Like I could be with somebody probably who's like Christian or religious, but like if we were to have kids, that would get a lot harder because it's like
Right.
like how So
Yeah, kids
I don't know. It depends. I don't think you need. So if you need 100% ideological alignment with your partner, I think that's a problem. You should be able to have some disagreements, but it's going to have to be certain types of disagreements. Like some are irreconcilable and others are. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, like again, yeah, small disagreements here and there, but yeah, I think in general, you know,
Right.
the man's worldview has to prevail over the woman's worldview, and or she let's say
That's your
she
opinion.
doesn't have those worldviews when you guys first meet. At some point, she's got to be amenable to change her mind because I think if the woman's worldview dominates the relationship, you're cooked. That's what I think.
I disagree. I think
you disagree with that?
I think there's going to be a meet in the middle, but I mean,
You think meeting in the middle is the way to go?
probably yeah.
So my only problem with like meeting in the middle, maybe it's because I'm a raging misogynist, I don't know. I think women are inferior to men. So I don't think like, and when I say this, I mean it like from a relationship paradigm, like not from a human rights perspective, but like from a relationship paradigm. Like I look at it like if she's the authority.
It depends. There's things that she's better at than you. You can't accept that. That's your insecurities. You know what I'm saying? So,
And she's the one leading the relationship, it's just inevitably going to lead to problems. Whereas like if it's your frame, like it's more natural for it to follow you. Does that make sense? So like versus.
I mean, it depends on real quick. When are we supposed to get here?
We got 6 minutes.
Okay.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, when it comes to like
This might be opening up a can of worms then.
Yeah. It has to be grounded out in examples. Like I don't agree with that like leading the relationship thing because I think that different people lead in areas depending on where they excel at. So for instance, like a man might be leading in terms of like he works a certain job and so he's going to dictate the family schedule, maybe even like where you live to some extent if he's going to move for work. But like I seriously doubt the man is going to be like telling the woman this is the grocery list, you need to buy these things for the household, you need to do this, or like you have to make sure they go to school and all that. Like the woman will be like a leader in that area. Like in areas where you butt heads, I would be surprised if a relationship survives very long if there's like a constant like one person wants this and the other person's like no,
Let me clarify, because yes, you're correct. My position is anything significant that needs to be done, the man needs to be the main decision maker. And then, like I see what you're saying, like delegate authority, she does this, she does that, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, like she's operating like when she's grocery shopping. I'm buying the food that my husband likes and the kids like. I'm buying what what he likes. So though she is the one making the decision.
Like, I'm earning the money that my family likes to fucking spend.
Yeah, that's your duty as the man is to support the family. But like my thing is, I think the general
that's again your opinion.
Frame of the relationship has to be controlled by the man.
I'm curious, like, what is like one, like, give me an example of like a big disagreement issue on that? Because for a lot of these, I would view these as being basically relationship enders if you have a significant disagreement here.
Okay, so like when you say that, you mean as in like, what would, like if I disagreed on this, I wouldn't fuck with her at all?
No, like if a man and a woman, where the woman has to follow the man's lead on something they disagree on, like what would be an example issue like that? Where it's both in their domain, where they both have a strong opinion on it, but the woman eventually has to acquiesce to the man. Like what would an example topic be for that?
Oh yeah, sure. Politics. Like
is it how actually votes, or
well, women. I don't think women should. That was actually on the list. I don't think women should vote. I know you probably disagree with that.
Probably. Yeah.
I think we should repeal the 19th Amendment. But and I can give my position why. But like for example, if she like doesn't align with you politically or ideologically, like on certain cultural things, like that's a deal breaker. Like if she, like if she's like a raging Democrat, right, and you're a conservative, like that's probably going to create problems for you in the future.
These are probably deal breakers to date, period.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, like she's got to be on the frame.
Issue where it's like the woman strongly believes one thing and the man strongly believes another. Like let's say that like you've got family in Arkansas, family in Nebraska, and you guys live in Iowa, and it's like okay, 50-50, we need to figure out where we want to move, and one side's just like we're going here, it's over. Like I don't think there's ever a world where it's like the one's like okay, yeah, we'll go live with your family. I agree with that 100%. Like
yeah, I would think the man needs to make the decision there. But the thing is that when he picks where his move, 9 out of 10 times it's going to be because of where he works, right? So I guess for the betterment of the.
So that's what I'm trying to think of. Like when you say the woman follows the man, like on what issue? Like what is like a thing they could have a disagreement on where
she wouldn't follow him?
Where she has to follow him?
Where she has to?
Because it feels like everything that you're following the man on, the husband's gonna be following the woman on, like on the things that she's doing, then she's following him on the things that he's doing. Like where are these disagreements? Does that make sense what I'm saying?
I'm a little confused by
it. When you say the woman has to follow the man,
the
implication is that both of them might have an opinion on the same thing, but the woman has to acquiesce to the man's opinion on it. So I'm asking like what topic could that ever be?
Well, she's also following because she has the same worldview too.
Okay,
it's not like she's like, oh my god, like it's not like dragging her
on the same path. Then
like she agrees with the worldview, which is why it's so much easier for her to follow. But let's say there is to answer your question, let's say there's a discrepancy in worldview. At the end of the day, even if she doesn't like it, she's got to follow him. Is my position.
Sure. I'm just
versus
the other way around. Like what worldview, like what topic, subject, thing.
It could be okay. Let's say they both have a job, right?
Yeah.
Like my job is here, your job is here. We got to move though because I make more money here. She needs to follow the man, even though and be willing to sacrifice her career for him.
I would agree that you say that, but there's an important added thing that you put there, which is because he makes more money. So like, do you think that the same thing would follow? Let's say a guy's working, he's 40-50K a year, and she's doing some nice HR job, she's making 120 a year, and the guy's like, I've got an opportunity to make 60,000 a year, we got to move. Does the woman be like, yeah?
Well, this is where I come in, where I say
women shouldn't have more money than.
Yeah, you need to make more money than your girl. So like that wouldn't even happen in my worldview because it's like you need to make enough money. My position is
right, but that's because you deny everybody who might be better than you because you're an insecure loser. So
you need to make so much goddamn money where she works off of wanting to do it, and it's a job where it's from.
Like for example, I've been with girls that had more stuff and they could get more things, but I was more alpha, if that makes sense. At the end of the day, she got things done, but I, at the end of the day, made more sense. You know what I'm saying?
From home. So it's elective. Sure. I don't think women should be in a workplace when she's with you from a position where she has to. It needs to be elective. And I think whenever a woman makes more money than her man, it just creates problems.
Depends. Anyways, that's it. Be well, be happy, be safe. I'm sorry that you had to watch that because I had an idea to make it shorter. I forgot, I guess. Or no. I think because I had a lot to say, and then the audio program that I used failed, and it just didn't make sense trying to make it. So anyways, I'll do better. I'll just keep trying. We'll get better and better and better. But anyways, be well, be happy, be safe. You're an idiot. This guy's an idiot. The host, I have no opinion. I don't know why the fuck these two bitches in the back are constantly there. Just to remind you that hoes will be hoes, and they will try to weasel in, and they will try to take what they don't deserve. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Anyways, be well, be happy, be safe. I'm out. I'm Alpha. Alpha of Alpha, King of Kings, Coach Coaches, Daddy of Daddies. I'm the man, the main thing, the big cheese, the main squeeze, the bee's knees. But yeah, Bill, I'm out. Peace. Be a thinker. Oh shit. Be a thinker. I looked at him wearing a cape. Okay, sorry. Be a thinker. At the end of the day, be a thinker. Intelligence rules, okay? Education is secondary. That's a phase. Part 2, your intelligence is what connects us all. Rats have it. Everything has intelligence. Basically, we can't replicate intelligence, maintain and hold it. Most schools today remove intelligence from you. And you gotta be careful because that is a thing. I know. The first fight I had with the teacher, I was like 7 years old. Or no, wait. Yeah, I was 7 years old. Yeah, it was the second. It was in the second grade. I was 7 years old. Um, and it was like a math lesson, and I was just curious where the decimal number was. I think we're or yeah, I think that's what it was. Anyways, it's been a long time. So be well, be safe. Again, be a thinker. That's what matters the most. Intelligence, or I'm sorry, education matters, and it's important. Like speech, math, time, dimensions, all that shit's man-made, right? But even so, you need to know them to talk to me, and for me to talk to you, there has to be some connection between my mind and yours, and that's the whole reason why they exist. Is and don't lose your roots. At the end of the day, never lose your roots. Anyways, I'm out. So be well, be happy, peace.